Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime.
Here we go now. Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Watch it now. Barney. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here's Young. A final shot before break. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Young, throwing to start the drive. Caught. This is Ivory. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Back to the ground on first down. Again, Ivory. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw. Young. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Young now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go now. Detroit!
To throw is Young. From the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Moss. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Now, that was a little bit longer distance than you would expect to see for a quarterback sneak. Normally, it's 4th and 1, 4th and inches. But when you get interior linemen trying to get upfield for a pass play, sometimes you can blow past them on the sneak, and it worked well for them.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Check, Patriot! Patriot! No, check, Patriot! Here we go. Check, Patriot! Detroit!
Back now in Foxborough. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Oh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On 1st down, this is Ivory. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Hitting the home stretch here in a great game, a tie game. Let's see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On the counter, Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Mariota to throw. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Hurry up, here we go.
Young to throw on second down. Throw left side complete to Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. On 1st and 10, Young. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Here's Young, looking to throw on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now Young, throwing on 3rd and long. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing on 1st down. Young. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Young now to throw on 2nd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moss. 23 yards on the play. Down to 7 seconds now. 6.
Here we go now. Detroit!
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.